2026 World Cup will expand from 32 teams to 48, giving more nations the chance to take part. But this raises a big question. Will the tournament still be dominated by traditional powerhouses? Or will we see more surprises and upsets? Will the games become more exciting or more one-sided? With the qualifiers almost completed, 42 of the 48 spots have already been secured. The remaining 6 places will be decided through the European playoffs and the Intercontinental playoffs. Europe now has 16 direct spots, 3 more than in 2022. The 12 group winners, England, France, Croatia, Portugal, Norway, Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, Spain, Switzerland, Austria, and Scotland, have all qualified directly. The 12 runners-up, Slovakia, Kosovo, Denmark, Ukraine, Turkey, Ireland, Poland, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Italy, Wales, Albania, and the Czech Republic will enter the playoffs, joined by 4 Nations League teams, Northern Ireland, Sweden, Romania, and North Macedonia. Compared with 2022, the usual giants, Netherlands, England, France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, Croatia, and Belgium, have all qualified again. Poland, Denmark, and Wales remain strong playoff contenders, while Serbia is the only major team to miss out. Despite the expanded slots, 16 places still don't feel enough. Traditional European powers remain extremely competitive, and the extra spots are being fiercely contested by Italy, Denmark, Turkey, Ukraine, Poland, Wales, teams that truly deserve to be there. South America's allocation has increased from 4 to 6 direct spots, plus 1 playoff spot. Argentina, Brazil, Ecuador, and Uruguay all qualified again. Colombia and Paraguay join them, while Bolivia heads to the playoffs. With only 10 federations competing, having 6 plus 1 spots makes qualification far more open. Asia will have 8 direct qualification spots for the 2026 World Cup, an increase from 6 spots in 2022, though still not quite enough for such a large and diverse confederation. The 8 qualified teams are Japan, Iran, South Korea, Australia, Qatar, Uzbekistan, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan. Iraq will advance to the Intercontinental playoffs. Among them, Japan, Iran, South Korea, Australia, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia have qualified for 2 consecutive World Cups, showing strong consistency. Compared with 2022, Asian teams have clearly improved. Japan's performance is the best example, finishing above both Spain and Germany to top their group. The increase from 6 to 8 spots has allowed more East Asian and West Asian teams to reach the World Cup stage, but South Asian nations still remain far from true qualification contention. Africa's allocation increased from 5 to 9 spots. Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Algeria, Ivory Coast, Tunisia, South Africa, Cape Verde, and Ghana all qualified. DR Congo enters the playoffs. Surprisingly, Cameroon and Nigeria both failed to qualify. Still, Africa is one of the biggest beneficiaries of the expansion, and fans hope their raw talent will finally translate into results. The 3 hosts, the United States, Canada, and Mexico, qualify automatically. The region also sends 3 more teams, Panama, Curacao, and Haiti, none of which are regular World Cup participants. For the first time ever, Oceania receives 1 direct spot, taken by New Zealand. New Caledonia heads to the Intercontinental playoffs. Many fans barely know these teams, making Oceania arguably the biggest winner of the expansion. Some even joke that Australia should consider returning to Oceania. Expanding from 32 to 48 teams will inevitably widen the gap in quality. But the World Cup is a global celebration, and allowing more nations to participate is part of its future. Based on current qualifiers, traditional powers remain dominant. Europe and South America are still the leading contenders for the title. Asia is rising fast and could shake things up. Africa needs to match its talent with results. For the smaller confederations, simply being part of the tournament is already a victory. So, do you think the 48-team World Cup will be more exciting or more chaotic?